Come in. Good morning, Mr. Ali.
Morning.
Yeah, please have a seat. Mr. Ali, I have some bad news for you. We think that you have acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is a condition where immature white blood cells continuously multiply and are overproduced in the marrow. You have to go for some blood test and a bone marrow biopsy to confirm this diagnosis.
Oh dear.
Okay. Well, let me first show you a short clip on the uses of bone marrow. This will give you a much better understanding of the importance of our marrow, which is involved in leukemia and bone marrow transplantations.
Hello? Any marrow? Hello? Any marrow? These are organs, man. You. Any marrow? Marrow, where are you? Where are you, marrow?
Boom!
Oh, yeah, what's up, marrow?
What's up, human being?
Yeah. Hey, marrow.
Yes.
Hey, marrow. Why do I need you, marrow?
Oh, that's a good question. Basically, my job as a marrow is to produce new blood cells such as red blood cells, platelets and white blood cells. I'm actually a flexible tissue found in the hollow interior of bones all over the body. I'm further split into two types, red and yellow. All the red blood cells, platelets and most of the white blood cells arise in red marrow. In severe blood loss cases, the yellow marrow will convert back to red marrow to increase blood cells production.
Oh, so you produce blood, dude.
Yes.
Hey, marrow. Hey,
Yes.
why do people go for bone marrow transplantation?
Crap, I hate this.
Why? What happened, dude? What happened?
Over the years, my family and friends have been attacked by enemies. The most dangerous enemy known so far is leukemias. They are the cancer cells that increase blood cells, usually white blood cells, abnormally. This will result in rapid increase in immature blood cells, which the crowding will prevent us from producing healthy blood cells. Other enemies include infections such as tuberculosis, which will also lead to a decrease in production of blood cells and platelets. Firstly, bone marrow transplant has been described as both intensive investigational therapy for end-stage disease and as treatment for malignant and non-malignant conditions. Currently, there are three major types of bone marrow transplant: syngeneic, allogenic, and autologous. People are going for bone marrow transplantation because of malignant and non-malignant disease.
Wow, that's a lot to absorb. Now I understand the power of BNT.
Yeah, that's right. No matter how strong our enemies are, BMT will be our fighters.
Yep. Alright, that's cool. I gotta go now. Thanks for the info, dude.
Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.
Alright, Mr. Ali. I'm sure you have much better understanding of the bone marrow right now.
Yes, we do.
Oh dear, this sounds really serious. Is it really true that bone marrow transplants are used to treat this condition?
Currently, yes. Thousands of transplants are performed annually at more than 250 centers worldwide. As for you, Ms. Ali, we have to check if you are a matched donor for Mr. Ali by performing some tests. But I need to inform the both of you that there is a 25% chance that any two siblings in the family have matched bone marrow. However, you have to be mentally prepared that if Ms. Ali is not a suitable donor, the chances of finding a matched unrelated donor is 1:20,000. Okay, I will let my nurse further explain to you how does we match a donor bone marrow to a patient marrow.
To match a donor's marrow to a patient's marrow, we first have to find out the fingerprints of both individuals. The system involved in this is called human leukocyte antigen system. And we all have our own unique combination of antigen, just like how we all have our own unique fingerprints. An antigen is a molecule that is attached to an antibody which helps us in our immune system. Because the HLA system primarily involves the white blood cells and many other body cells found throughout the body, it is a major part of our immune system. This is why it is an important part of bone marrow transplantation. The HLA system is known to have 6 different antigen groups: HLA-A, B, C, DR, DQ, and DP, with more than 90 unique antigens. And in finding a suitable donor, we look for matching in 3 of these groups: HLA-A, B, and DR antigens. As a person's HLA fingerprint, also known as a phenotype, is inherited from the parents, one set of antigen from each of the parent haplotype. The first source for donor that will be explored is the immediate family. As mentioned earlier by Dr. Low, there is a 25% chance that any two siblings in a given family will match. Let me show you an example to illustrate. The success of a bone marrow transplant depends on the degree of compatibility between the donor and the recipient marrow. If not, the donor's marrow will be seen as an invader in the recipient's body, launching an attack on it, just like how, when you catch a flu, you are down with all the nasty symptoms, resulting in a complication known as graft versus host disease, which can be as deadly as the original itself. Therefore, the HLA system is the key to find a suitable donor, be it related or unrelated. And this could be done simply by a blood test and identifying one's phenotype.
Oh, I see. It seems very complicated. But I think I can understand.
Okay. Mr. Ali, I'm very sorry, but Miss Ain is found not to be a suitable match donor for you.
Okay, is there anything else that we can do to find a match donor for me?
You could request the rest of your family members and relatives to get tested. That may give you a higher chance.
Okay. But my sister is the only next kin.
Well, in that case, we could try looking for a match donor through the bone marrow register.
And that is?
The bone marrow register is a register of more than 48,000 volunteers donors of bone marrow who have undergone all the basic tissue typing, which facilitates in searching for a suitable donor in initial stages.
Okay, I see. Could that be arranged?
Of course. I will see to it.
Thank you, Doctor.
Welcome. Hello.
Hello.
May I speak to Mr. Ali, please?
Yes, speaking. Dr. Lu, is it? Is there any news for me?
Yes, there is. We have found one potential matching donor. We have requested for the person to undergo further testing. The results are pending. Could I see you in my office next week?
Yes, of course, Doctor.
Okay, then see you next week then.
Alright, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Morning, Doctor.
Hi. Good morning, Mr. Ali. I have good news for you.
Good news, Doctor.
Yeah, the potential matching donor turned out to be a perfect match for you.
That's indeed a good news, Doctor. So, where do we go from here?
Well, we can proceed on to get you ready for the transplantations.
Okay, then maybe perhaps can I know who the donor is?
Privacy and confidentiality is usually maintained for both patients and donor.
Okay then, but maybe can I do something for the donor to thank him with cards or something else?
I think that might be possible. I can arrange for that with the team.
Alright, okay, thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, welcome.